So apparently what she was looking for was for Charles Lee Ray to watch these two have sex.
You ever seen True Lies of Arnold? He was being a little pet peeve in the corner.
That's it.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Let me tell you how it's about to go. Let me show you the towel you're about to throw. This is hip-hop, try to run it on house war, knock your ass straight out the door. I'm the enemy's epitome, the fantasy, my tendency to mentally give your career the death penalty. I instantly advise you to match my intensity, try to fit my brain like Jackie Kennedy. I'm so tired of the why not tired of putting MCs in a pine box. You motherfuckers couldn't even hit me in my blind. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Lost Agent TV. We are Rated MC, and I'm Ray.
And I guess I'm James.
Chucky, episode 5. We are here in the flesh to review.
It was alright.
Yeah, it's alright.
Alright, so now that's the review to the next one.
This was the episode a lot of people have been waiting for. Still more to come, but partially this is what people's been waiting for.
We pick up to ease most people's minds, because I know at least 2 people who said they would have been upset if they followed through with it. Caroline is okay.
Yeah.
I
would have been upset.
Yeah, you're one of them. She's okay. She's out of the coma. She gets up. She wants Chucky. Her dad doesn't want to give her Chucky because he's burnt half his face off.
Oh, ugly son of a bitch.
He made jokes about it in the last episode. Yeah. Keeps on it and on it like, I want Chucky. All right, fuck it. I'll give you Chucky. Shows it to him. She screams. So he throws it down the garbage chute at the hospital. Things you do when you're at a hospital. You throw shit down the garbage.
Without asking.
And then Chucky falls into this big old barrel of syringes and medical waste and all this other shit. And he just has a great time.
This is his fucking carnival ride right here.
He is having so much fucking fun. And something we don't ever really talk about that much. I know it's Ray's favorite part of not his favorite part. It's one of his favorite parts of the episodes. Is the opening credit scroll thing. Always different. Mm-hmm. And always end up spelling out Chucky. This one it was hearts.
Hearts. I remember before it was knives, syringes, fire. This one was hearts. I can't remember what the other one was. Yeah, Chucky in this thing is fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I've laughed my ass off. I had fucking WWF flashbacks. Oh, what a fucking rush. Fucking phenomenal. Brad Dourif in this is always amazing, but this is like really the first time you get to see Chucky have fun. And I dig it.
Lexi comes in, she's looking for Chucky. She asks Caroline, Dad says I threw it away. She texts Devin and Jake, hey, let's go kill Chucky. Let's go do this.
And they're all game. Thumbs up. They go after him. And they go into what I assume to be a lower level of the hospital where they keep the waste bin and stuff.
Kind of like a storage room. It was very Freddy Krueger-esque.
Yeah, we made jokes about it. It looked like a fucking bullet room. The 3 of them decide, hey, Chucky's probably in there. Smartly, they're like, well, I'm not fucking touching that with my hands. And Jake takes charge. I was like, okay, way to step up, man. He told Lexi put on gloves and dig through the stuff while he, I guess, beat the fucking shit out of whatever was in the bottom with a push broom. Told Devin to keep the lookout.
Lexi wasn't having that.
She's like, nah, fuck that. And then she changed her mind. I can't remember. Why did she change her mind?
Devin said, all right, I don't mind switching. Are you going to take Chucky down if he pops out?
Right. So she's like, nah, fuck it. I'll do it. Yeah, they don't find him.
The show actually starts off with a flashback scene. I was just going to wait and discuss it later, but we'll go ahead and get into it. It starts off with Charles Lee Ray at a strip club or just a club in general. I'm going to say it was a club in general.
Yeah.
He's just sitting in the corner smoking a cigarette. And there's this couple dry humping at the bar. There's this woman, dude, she's basically all over him. They still have clothes on. Then she gets a little more aggressive and she bites his lip or something. Something in the vein of that. It wasn't like a little nibble or nothing. Apparently she drew blood.
He was like, what the fuck, man? Don't do that.
And he's done. It's basically how he said it.
Yeah.
She's, no, come on, give it to me right here. And she starts trying to take his belt off and his pants. And dude's like, nah, fuck that. I remember he walks off, she's like, screw you, Dwayne.
I was like, man, if you don't chase after that girl and get you some.
That wasn't happening.
Whatever.
Well, Charles Lee Ray said, hey, I'll step up. I don't mind. This is one of the down parts of the episode. Usually for us, the flashbacks aren't the best parts.
Thus far, it's been like the flashbacks.
Besides the second one. When the mom was getting killed or whatever.
Yeah, that was good.
Most of the flashbacks in this one I could have done without. I get why they did it, but we could have done without it. But I feel like at this point we're just going to get a flashback every scene. He pulls up to her. The worst part about it, which we've talked about it, was the dubbing. because the actor does not talk as himself.
Nope.
And I guess the reason for that is because he's supposed to be like a 20-something-year-old Charles Lee Ray. And the original Charles Lee Ray was Brad Dourif, and Brad Dourif sounded like Brad Dourif. This dude probably couldn't do it, so let's just make, Brad do it. But they dubbed it in, and it just sounded, it was off.
There's a few parts that was on key, but it just doesn't look natural.
Like, if you were watching his lips the whole time, you could tell he was off some. It's just, he gets a little aggressive with her. She's like, I'm looking for something specific. He's like, I can do that.
Fuck him then.
Yeah.
Like,
and then,
I get it.
So the next day, it's like the next day at school or whatever. Devin and Jake and Lexi and Junior are all in their science class.
About the teacher, not only is she a very good actor, and her character is good in the show. Each episode she's been in, she takes a segment and she makes it her own. I know it's written to the show, but she steals the show for a small portion. I fuck with her because she's such a good character. Not only a character to the show, but a character to the kids, because she's like compassionate. Like, hey, I know shit's been going south, people getting killed. If y'all need me, I'm here. Yeah. And she's like, all right, science time, bitches. Devin's mom comes in, asks for the teacher, which I thought for a minute that she was going to ask for Jake again. But that didn't happen. So they walk outside, and meanwhile, so they get up. Lexi gets up and walks over to Jake. Devin does the same. They're all discussing like, hey, we need to find Chucky. We need to kill this motherfucker before anything else happens. Then Junior walks over there.
It was the fuck, because he walked over like, y'all seen the new Westworld? Like trying to have like a typical conversation with him. It was so out of character for Junior.
But it was funny even more because on top of that, it was out of context. Like, they're talking about Chucky. It's like, hey, seen Westworld? It's like a double whammy there.
Jake's face during it was amazing though. Like he's like
this motherfucker.
He goes back and then they all go sit down, and then that's when they did the texting scene.
So Lexi texts Jake and Devin like, hey, we need to find Chucky, kill this son of a bitch before things get any worse. Junior's clearly suspicious because Lexi's basically putting him on a fucking back burner, shutting him out, and they won't give him any information. Then we cut to the mayor, the dad, Lexi, Caroline. They all go home and try to decide what to do because, again, their house is partially burnt.
Like, at least for the most part, the upstairs area.
But I guess it's still livable. But I'm remembering in the flashbacks now, not the flashbacks, but the previous episode, part of the fucking roof was gone. Anyway, whatever. This is first-hand experience of Lexi's mother, a.k.a. the mayor, being a teetotal bitch.
She literally, like
next level.
She's gone, like, from, like, I get where you're coming from to, all right, you need to chill. You go a little extra to full on, fuck that bitch, dude.
This whole episode she's like that, but we'll get to that later. So she has this fucking plan, I guess, to try and develop this thing where the taxpayers are going to pay for their repairs.
And the dad was just like, they're going to be upset you're taking their money to pay for this house. And she was like, they'll be happy and grateful. We'll be rebuilding this house and further protecting the city.
Not only does the dad find something wrong with that, Lexi actually stands up like, you mean you're lying to them?
Yeah.
Mom didn't like that. So she gets grounded. Lexi storms off. And then she's like, where are you going?
She was going to go upstairs to her room.
Go upstairs to her room, but she don't have a room. The dad goes to talk to Caroline. Caroline has a change of heart now because she don't want Chucky anymore. She says, Chucky's bad. Chucky's bad. The dad's like, wait. I got a surprise for you. Close your eyes. And I knew it. Yeah. Like I called it. He pulls out this brand new Good Guy doll. But this one is Tommy. And she loves it.
Yeah, the mom comes in, Alexi comes in. Lexi sees it, she starts freaking out because it looks exactly like Chucky. Caroline says something about like, oh, Tommy hugs just like Chucky does. Lexi's like, oh, Caroline, do you think Tommy would give me a hug? She's like, yeah. So as soon as Lexi hugs Tommy, she goes fucking insane on this dog. Body slams him and shit. She goes full on WWE, throws him over to the ground, starts beating him with a weapon.
Left the smack it down.
On
that candy ass.
And the mom was just freaking out. What's going on? And Lexi stops and leaves because I guess she's realized this is just a regular ass fucking doll.
Again, that was the wrong time to do that. Like, in any context, she can't tell her parents. They won't fucking believe her. They're sending her off in the loony bin. Wait till she's asleep or they leave the room. Lexi's mom is already on Lexi's ass. And what she did just made everything double fold. Twice is fucking rough.
Like, we keep doing the flashbacks and things, but I'll do the rest of the flashbacks at the end. Main story, after that, you know, the dad, he bought a new Chucky doll. They're at the house, it's nighttime. The mom's being a bitch again to Lexi. At one point, she says, Lexi, just get out of my sight. I don't even want to see you. She said, go to your room. And then dad's like, what room? She doesn't have one. So she's being a bitch to Lexi. Lexi leaves. She comes back to him and is like, don't undermine my authority in front of the kids. He was like, you need to stop. She's like, what do you mean? He says, you need to pick a, like, he basically was like, you gotta pick a side. She's like, talk to me like an adult.
Like,
all right,
he's not already.
Pick a side. What do you mean pick a side? You need to pick either mayor or mom, because you apparently can't do both. And like, they just get in this argument and shit, and like, she's being a bitch. She's clearly being a bitch to it. So he walks off. He takes her wine. And she's like, oh, so am I supposed to be the bad guy? She yells at him, Nathan!
And she's on the drain.
He went up there to his daughter's room like the next morning or whatever. It might have been the morning before that. It was in the same area, and I'm kind of spacey about it. But he saw the burnt Chucky doll in the room, because we had seen Caroline go to bed with it, with the regular Tommy doll, but the burnt Chucky was looking through the window. You see it in there, so he grabs it. He's like, oh, huh, and just throws it away. We both talked about it like, that's not how your reaction should be.
Yeah, like,
you threw that away at the hospital.
Which is, I'm sure, not next door to your house.
Lexi had found out about it, so I can think that was before the conversation about the mayor and mom thing. So she gets Devin and Jake to come by, and Devin and Jake's relationship has like increased, because at one point Devin had Jake close his eyes at school and basically walking through some stuff, and like he held his hand the whole time at school. That was pretty cool. They come by, they're like, okay, Chucky's in the trash can, so I got this bag. Let's get him. Let's toss him in the bag. Let's destroy him. So they open up the trash can. A skunk pops out. Then they find Chucky in the trash can, and they grab him. They throw him in the bag. And they stomp on him.
Bash his fucking head to pieces.
He just keeps saying, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Hi, I'm Chucky." Yeah. So we immediately was like, even before that happened, we were just like, okay, that's not Chucky.
No. Season finale.
For one, if that was Chucky, if that was just so happened to be Chucky, he would have not gone down without a fight.
He coming up screaming, at least.
Yeah. Like
you fucking bitch.
Exactly. Not only did he not say anything, but you guys didn't have a weapon. You threw him in a bag. Even if you just threw him even if you were somehow able to grab him, throw him in the bag, he would be moving around in the bag. Which means immediately we were like, okay, so he transferred his soul into Tommy. So we knew this.
Once we saw Chucky in the window looking at Tommy, the new doll, we knew. Like,
it was it. These kids, they celebrate like it's the end of the movie type shit. Yeah. Jake and Devin go out on this little bike ride or whatever. It's like daytime. They talk. They have a little emotional moment. Devin says, we could do this together. Yeah. And they lean in. They have a little peck. And I remember the first thing Ray had said was, damn, that was weak.
It was. Damn. Like,
and he was saying it was weak because, like, it was a little peck.
I mean, I get them kind of being nervous. And,
yeah.
Like, if I was after somebody for so long, I'm coming with it, you know?
Yeah. Once they went back for a second when it was longer, it still looked awkward as shit. They obviously didn't know how to act in the situation. Right. They're a couple now. Bravo to them. I'm happy Jake finally found something.
They got the cinematic music, and they're like, bye, Jake.
Yep.
Like, bye, Devin. Show goes off.
Let me tell you how it's about to go. Let me show you the...
But wait, there's more. This is not the end of the episode. Although it fucking played it like it was.
The majority of the flashbacks is Charles Lee Ray with this girl, right? They're at the same bar, different night, I'm assuming. They see this one girl, this redheaded girl. They go up to her and they talk her into coming back to the hotel. If you remember, like, the girl said something about how she was looking for something very different. So apparently what she was looking for was for Charles Lee Ray to watch these two have sex.
You ever seen True Lies of Arnold? He was being a little pet peeve in the corner.
That's it.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
So they're literally on the bed, rolling around, all this shit. He's just sitting over there. I think he was sipping a beer.
Smoking a cig.
He gets up with a knife, and I think the blonde girl was expecting that.
Yeah.
And I really feel like they wanted us to believe that was Tiffany because she was blonde. So he grabs the redheaded girl, pulls her off the bed, like right in front of her, and he grabs the knife and he's about to kill her. And she says, do it to me now. I started thinking, what if this is like, they're trying to build like an impotence thing? He can't kill certain women at certain times or whatever. Like if he starts feeling attracted to them, it like pulls them back or something.
Yeah.
So that came in my head for a second. And then the blonde girl chimes in, she's like, Charles, what the fuck? And he just turns and stabs her.
Yeah.
And then the other girl, she grabs the fucking knife and she starts stabbing her too. Apparently she orgasms from this because she started, and this changes her voice. And we both had the same reaction. We like the reveal of that being Tiffany. Yeah. That's cool. You did not need to change her voice.
It was mid-dialogue. I called it. He was there. I knew that was Tiffany beforehand. Yeah. The red, like, I just knew it was coming. Yeah.
Tiffany looks at Charles Lee Ray after they've been making out, covered in blood on the bed. And she's like, Charles, you should be Chucky. And then Charles Lee Ray looks at her and is like, Tiff, you should be blonde. And then they make out more like, we didn't need that. The best part about this is they'd make a recreation scene in present day. Something we both were expecting probably to happen later on in the season, but it finally happened.
It happened.
You see Jennifer Tilly rolling around with Nika Pierce.
Yeah. Brad Dourif's daughter.
Yeah.
Who plays Nika. I've not liked her performance in the last 2 movies.
He did not like how she acted as the character Nika.
Nope.
But we both agreed we liked her in this scene.
Oh, man, she's on fucking point on this, man.
Killing it. She's embodying Charles Lee Ray. Yeah. And not just... Because, like, if you remember how she talked, she doesn't talk like this. She has his voice down. She has his walk. She even does the little head tilt thing.
The mannerisms, the laugh, the little
everything.
chuckles.
Like, even, like, the arguing with Tiffany. Yeah. It was on point. And, like, so they're sitting there making out in this fucking hotel room. There's a dude tied up and gagged with his mouth. There's a fucking dead dude on the floor. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is going on? Tiffany gets up and she's like, oh, look at this, Charles. She said, look at this, Chucky. We all this we gave him, and he just moans and groans. Like, what do you want? And she's like, I want a snack. And so Charles is like, yeah, I could go for a snack. And like he was like insinuating like killing him.
Yeah, she didn't mean
and
that.
And she's like, no, I think I want some Swedish meatballs. It's like, wait, you're hungry? He's like, yeah. It's like, why don't you get fat? Like, they just had this weird argument. She's like, you're just like your mother. She's like, my mother always told me not to let someone block me for what I want and what makes me happy. And eating makes me happy. I'm like, what the fuck is this scene?
It's weird. It's cool. It's weird, though.
And then she walks off to get some food. Chucky cuts old buddy's head. Just a little slice at the top of the head. Looks at the blood on the knife and passes out. Yeah. And falls on the ground. Wakes up and it's Nika. And she's like, oh my God, are you okay? Hold on. I'd help you, but my legs are paraplegic. Forget about the fact that she's been walking the whole time.
Yeah, fuck that.
And she proceeds to tell this dude her backstory. He immediately thinks she's crazy. For one, he literally just saw her murder somebody and then proceed to have why would he believe her?
They even show clips from the movies.
Yeah.
Like Cult of Chucky and Curse. Like, so this is the tie-in.
And, Jennifer Tilly's about to come back in, and right before she comes back in, Chucky takes back over. And he's like, that was weird. And she's like, well, why are you on the floor? He's like, I dropped my knife. And then comes back, because the dude's frantically trying to get out, because Nick had cut one of his, ropes off his arm.
Because he punched her the fuck out.
Yeah, he smacked her. That's how, she ended up on the floor. Yeah, I guess that's how Chucky came back into consciousness or whatever.
Knocked him back in there.
Yeah.
Which was stupid on Nika's part.
So Chucky comes back as Nika, says, hey, let's keep this whole Nika thing between us. And then slits his throat. Says it'll be our little secret. He bleeds out.
So we jump back to the storyline of Jake and the townspeople of Hackensack. So the mayor, we talked about earlier, has this plan to basically steal money from the citizens to make repairs and make them think they're going to be safer. So she holds this town meeting, I'm guessing at the school auditorium.
That's what it looked like.
Because the principal's there, some students are there, the parents are there. But the principal was greeting everybody. And I found it odd because nobody was fucking with the principal.
They were literally just walking right past her like it was nothing. And it wasn't like she was being a bitch or anything. And,
I guess that makes sense now because, it was pissed off at the mayor.
Yeah. Also, there is, it's the kids. It's the main group, which is, now it's Lexi, Devin, and Jake. Devin and Jake are holding hands, sitting next to each other. Lexi's there. And then, of course, Junior walks up to him. So Lexi decides to tell Junior.
Yeah. Of course, Junior doesn't have the imagination, which is the same thing Lexi said about it. Mm-hmm. He don't believe it. He's like, don't say no bullshit. Well, we talked about it vaguely. I get why Junior's upset. Lexi's ghosting him. Yeah. But it seemed like he's kind of mad at Lexi for hanging out with Jake now, almost as like a jealousy thing. Mm-hmm. But he clearly sees Jake and Devin holding hands. Yeah. Like, they lock hands, and there's a shot where...
Like, it's not like they're hiding it off camera or whatever. It's like... on front. Like, you know what I mean? It's there.
Yeah, so everybody sits down. The meeting starts. The mayor says, hey, I got an announcement to make, a couple of points, and then the principal's going to say something at the end. So the mayor comes up. I got a couple of points to make. Number one, my condolences. I'm sorry for your loss. And then it's like a fucking switch flips. But we're still the safest little town in New Jersey.
Well, she said in America.
Well, she said in America.
She said in America. Only in America.
Somebody in like the front 3 rows was like, third point, you're a fucking idiot. And the whole place is just fucking booing her.
Giving her shit like a lot.
And she keeps on like, the fourth point is, we're going to do everything we can to continue to keep y'all safe, but to keep y'all safer. And like, she never explains why, how, or nothing.
No.
So after that, Devin's mom comes up. She comes up and she talks about, hey, we got a curfew now. There, I guess.
Goes in tonight.
It goes in tonight. You know, we got to put some things in place to try to keep y'all safe, you know, until we can track down this killer. And she stops for a brief moment because she sees Devin and Jake holding hands.
Principal McVeigh has something she would like to say to you.
She's like, Principal? Principal? Principal?
She didn't even say it once. She said it once.
Out of the fucking blue, the principal going Limp Bizkit on their ass. The head's just rolling. Everybody freaks the fuck out. You see Chucky behind the curtains.
I like the song that came out, Heads Will Roll. That was really funny.
You see Chucky pulling the curtain fucking laughing because he's in a new body of Tommy now, the good guy doll. And he hoisted the fucking principal's body up in hilarious fashion. Like, it's in this seat with thumbs up. Most hilarious thing I've seen.
See, at first I thought it was middle fingers.
Yeah. And that's where the episode ends.
Well, other than them explaining exactly that Chucky took over the body of Tommy, which we fucking
Yeah, we knew that.
So there's a couple things. For one, I think that Devin's mom is going to have a severe reaction to Devin being with Jake. Now, I think it's one of two things. Either she's going to be against it because Jake has all these deaths coming around him or whatever, which is reasonable.
That's natural. Yeah.
It's natural. But what I think they're going to do is she's going to have some like homophobic episode. She's going to end up turning into like Jake's dad. Like, you're not fucking gay. You don't know what the fuck you want. Like, and I hope she does it. I really do.
Yeah, she did one of those things. Like, when you get pissed off, you see something, you don't say anything, you just like...
take a deep breath.
Then she went back into it.
Yeah.
If I'm with you, I could see that happening. I hope it don't happen. I'm pretty sure she's going to be most upset about Devin lying as much as Devin has.
And I hope that's all it is. It's like, I don't care that you're with him. I'm upset that you didn't tell me that you lied.
Well, that you got to think. I mean, as far as her investigation goes, like Devin could have,
because he legit lied and said he wasn't talking to Jake. He did not know Jake for real. And then now all of a sudden he holding his hand. Yeah. So another talking point: why is Tiffany so fucking hungry? The only thing I think is maybe she's pregnant. I thought that maybe like she's pregnant, like what it is she's supposed to be like bringing a body in for Glenn/Glenda. But
we got her pregnant. Can't be Nika.
We both agreed this is our least favorite episode so far.
I think it was bad though.
It wasn't bad.
Definitely least favorite.
I would take this over the best episode if I know what you did last summer.
I really enjoyed the first half of this. I really enjoyed it.
The flashbacks, again, are just the worst part. Like, we didn't need them.
They feel like filler. Like, I understand the need for them to be in there.
And I'm okay with them showing us, like, his backstory.
Yeah, that's dope. Like, you need to dot your I's and cross your T's. In the last few episodes, the special effects has been off. And the dubbing is just way fucking off. Like, you've been doing this with Chucky and this for fucking since the 80s. Don, this is your shit, man. You know this, but that's just a personal rant. It's just little stuff like that. Like, little stuff you can just let slide, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like, so far we have a big fucking plot point we just fall deep inside of. It's nothing like that.
There's another thing we forgot to talk about. So, fucking Bree reveals her big secret.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And
poor Bree.
Yeah, I know. Damn. It's because the rest of it is, like, so out there. But at one point, they come back to her, and she's talking to somebody, and she's talking about how she can't tell anybody or whatever. And this is where because at the beginning, we both said it, we thought she was cheating. She
was fucking somebody.
That's just how it came off. Not even sort of close. And now, I don't know about you, but I feel like shit for even assuming that. So she's talking to this doctor, and the doctor's asking her like how she feel and all this stuff, and then she comes out, she's like, I got stage 4 cancer.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. And she just doesn't want to tell them because she doesn't want to hurt them.
And man, like this situation with Logan right now.
Like, Logan's so fucking ridiculous. Overall, like I said, the episode has some really good moments. Like, I really like the reveal of Bree's stuff, which fucked with me. Logan is becoming the character I can't stand anymore.
He turned out from being like really good, like because he was supportive
of Jake,
and even the piece of shit dad of Jake.
Yeah,
like hey, because he was trying to help him out with work.
Yeah,
he just fucking turned 180 now.
He's legit like obsessed with making sure that Junior does the same shit that he did.
Yeah.
We did not see what's next on the episode like they do at the end. I try to avoid that as much as possible. I hate being spoiled for it because sometimes they don't spoil it, but like they literally spoiled episode 3 for us.
Yeah, because it was the one about Lexi not getting killed.
Yeah,
because like on the next episode, then you see Lexi and them in the fucking hospital talking.
Yeah, so I was like, well, fuck it. Yeah,
no more. We learned a lesson.
Yeah, so we cut it off immediately. Like, cool, we're done. I can't wait for the next episode. I'm always anticipating the next episode for these. I do hope it's better than what we got. Tell us how you think about the show, what you think about the show so far. If you're watching it for a while, we're trying to put these out as soon as we can. We're also been watching and reviewing I Know What You Did Last Summer. If you want to watch those videos, put a link in the description or whatever.
Yeah, you'll love that.
You'll love that. If you like us talking bad about something, you'll like it. We also do other stuff. We do music reviews. We have other stuff we've got on the channel. There's playlists on playlists, and we do as much as we can. So we do appreciate y'all for watching these videos. Thank y'all. And until next time, deuces.
Adios.
What a slam. Bring us back to your grouches. My crew just might roll on you like